Hello, good evening, and welcome to Big Brother's Moose in the Hoose, where we are celebrating our 20 millionth, what is it, Bilester?
Dislike on Facebook.
Yeah.
You can't even dislike something on Facebook.
20 million people not listening to us so
20
far.
million people not watching Big Brother Canada, but we're sticking it out.
There's barely 20 million people in the country, so...
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
Oh, this is James.
And we're doing a catch-up episode of Big Brother Canada because we're a bit behind, aren't we?
A bit.
Why are we behind?
We've been busy.
Busy and don't like Big Brother Canada this year.
I was going to say tidying the sock drawer, but
well,
if you want to spell it out, then
same thing. So we're going to go back a little bit, but I've cut the notes right down, so don't worry. That's going to inspire confidence.
So what's going on with Andrew at the moment? Like,
oh God, we've got a bit on Andrew later. Fact fans. So the last one we didn't review was the instant eviction where Alison went. Are you happy or sad that Alison got instantly evicted?
Oh, I mean, I can't remember the details of the whole situation. It's too far back now. But I was kind of a little bit pissed off that Alison went, but also
Why?
kind of glad at the same time, because remember, like, she didn't play a very good game, and I'm like, give her a second.
Wishy-washy.
No, but I said, like, it's fair to give her a second chance because she was the wild card.
Give her a second chance.
I know, and then she fucked the second chance. So
she stopped doing that stupid curly hair. That's about it.
Yeah, she sorted her hair out. She had a nice hat, but that
she
aside,
was wearing really like short shorts as well, and she not really got the legs for it. Oh shit, it started already.
Oh,
that's true though.
What's with you in the personal attacks?
I'm sorry. It's true though. Like, if you're a bit bigger, you don't wear the short shorts. You wear like medium shorts.
Okay.
Actually, you don't wear shorts at all. I was going to talk about Arissa then, but let's just leave it. I can't remember what she was wearing last time we saw her. Can you?
Well, nothing good.
So basically, this is when Neda was sequestered in the war room, and she had John's bobblehead for company that looked absolutely nothing like John. He had a mullet.
Who knew?
But then when he went head of household, there was a picture of him and he looked exactly like that bobblehead.
He must have had his haircut just before.
I bet the bobblehead makers were like, fuck, why has he had his haircut? This looks like him in no other way.
It makes sense now though, because he's got a junkie's eyes and that's a junkie's hair, so he had to cut it off maybe to get on the show. Maybe Ted said, look, we're going to give you a short back and sides.
His hair was awful.
Short back and blind side, and who knows?
His hair was like a footballer or something. Oh,
it looked
awful.
like Peter Andre
about
1992.
Yeah. So basically, when Neda was like about to do her nominations, I don't really see the point of them putting her in that war room.
It was so she could do a topaz.
Oh, but then when she went to do it, Arissa said, "Don't worry, no one."
We won't fuck it up like last time and show everyone what you're saying.
So...
But please talk out loud in a ridiculous, over theatrical way about what you're planning on doing.
But she didn't say anything really of interest that I can remember.
Oh, who knows?
So she put up Sabrina and Alison. Everyone voted out Alison. The alley cats I heard were all really, really sad.
How are they taking it? All right? Or...
They're all like yowling in the street. Do you think Alison's going to go out with Andrew now? I know she's in jury.
He has got that pile of Class A drugs that he's rolling around in. So
do you think he's still rolling around in them? That's what it is.
If it was me, what I'd do, I'd go around, I'd fuck him the once, take some drugs and then go.
It ain't worth it. What drugs could he possibly have that'd be worth fucking him?
Some good clean Molly.
I don't, because you're ruining our thing later.
Oh, okay.
So then, when Alison went, she said, "I'm sorry, Canada. Don't worry, I think Canada has already seen quite enough of you."
Yeah.
So the next HOH competition, neither of us can remember it. I've written eyes and questions.
Is this the one that
Adele won it?
Oh,
I have
was it a puzzle?
Oh, where you had to say if someone was HOH on this week or something.
Was it like Survivor where you put together like a almost like a jigsaw, like blocks or?
That was the Stampede.
Oh, I've been watching too much Survivor.
But basically, Adele said, "I'm not big on reading," and that he was going to guess, and then he won it. So that's a good strategy, right?
Brilliant.
Will you please see Adele win his first HOH?
Not especially.
Come on, bud.
No, I wasn't especially pleased. And he wasn't exactly what's the word?
What, magnanimous?
No, you're magnanimous in defeat. He was
humble.
He was showboating in glory.
But his nominations were kind of funny. So
I know a point doesn't work on a podcast, but you can't say, I nominate you, Sabrina.
It's good to point at people when you nominate them, I think. Then they're in no doubt. Point. So here's what he said. Oh, no, hold on. Oh, first Sabrina said he swore on the Koran. Well, we know. What's the Koran equivalent of Judas?
Judas?
Yeah.
The Bible?
No, I mean, who's Judas in the Koran?
Judas?
Yeah, like they must have a Judas in it.
Oh, I don't know. I've not read it.
Probably Muhammad. Everyone's called Muhammad, aren't they? That's true. That's like the most popular name in the whole world. Did you know that?
Don't talk smack
about Muhammad. No, because you gave me a weird look. Muhammad is the most popular boy's name in the whole world.
That originates from one Muhammad, and I think he was a good one.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not saying he was Judas. Oh fuck! Have I started a holy war? Shit! Pretend you didn't hear that. So anyway,
if you're watching this now and you're an imam, then
infidel. Someone called me.
We're infidel.
Someone on Twitter called me infidel or something once. Or something like... What's the other one? What is it? What is it?
Haram.
Haram. Someone called me that.
That's bad.
I know, 2 of them did. I was like, whoa.
We want to be halal, but we tried, but it's too difficult.
Halal or haram?
Halal is... Halal.
When you slit an animal's throat.
Yeah, but halal, it means it's good in Islam.
Oh, right.
And haram...
Not for the chicken.
Haram. I think I could be wrong. Haram is bad. But some things, there's another word, I forget it, it's in between. Like cigarettes, they're neither haram, it's another word.
Because some people like them, some don't.
Well, it's 50-50.
We're treading on some thin ice here. Let's step away. So basically...
I heard that we got 11% Muslim listeners, and that's it, all gone.
So Adele said to Sabrina, "You've been a thorn in my side since day 3. You've pinned me against my religion." What does that involve?
I don't even know what it means. It wasn't true.
Pinned me against it. I don't know what that means. He said to Rochelle, "You are the co-founder of the Gremlins."
That was good. That was good.
She might be the co-founder, but she's definitely not an equal partner. More of a silent partner.
Well, she was the strongest one in there.
But you said once Rochelle had gone, all Sabrina needed to do was put some water on herself and she'd get a new Gremlin alliance.
Yeah, but an even worse version of Sabrina would come out. Can you imagine?
Jesus.
So gremlins are the furry things that are cute, right? Or
no, that's
what's the
Mowgli is the. That's his name.
What are they called? The nice gremlins?
I think they're just called gremlins still. I'm not sure.
So what's the bad one called?
Gremlin after midnight, isn't it? I don't know. Someone will know. Someone's listening to this like punching their keyboard.
Yeah, someone tweeting.
Yeah.
Anyway. I don't even fucking like that film.
And then he said, because you're frightened of it, then he said to Rochelle, "You're nothing more than a mere shadow of Sabrina." And Rochelle's face just crumbled like a wall, didn't it?
She cried.
She started crying. That was a good picture, actually.
She was crying.
Like, she was like being all hard, and then suddenly she just like, "I'm a mere shadow."
But it's all this thing about, are you at the top of the alliance? Are you at the bottom of the alliance? If you're in an alliance of 2 and you're at the bottom of that alliance, that's not good news. And especially if it's called the Gremlins, then basically you're done for.
The through batch. That's no good, is it?
No.
Anyway, you could fit 2 Rochelles in the shadow of Sabrina. Sorry.
I like Rochelle. I like.
No, you like Sabrina, don't you?
I like both of them.
What is there to like about Rochelle?
I just like the fact she was up against the wall and she was good at comps and she had a good attitude.
And you liked her breasts?
Well, she had quite a nice body.
I like Sabrina, sort of, sometimes.
You think she's got a nice body?
No, but I think she's got a nice face. She's got a horrible personality, but there you go.
Wonderful mother, though.
So, what? Oh, right. No, she weren't. She got loads of infractions, apparently. Then Sabrina was obviously flipping out. And then Adele was up in his HOH room, and he had, like, framed pictures out and, like, little teddy bears, and he was, like, doing strategizing, like...
But that was... I don't understand. That was pictures of his family.
Yeah.
So, who would you choose?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, in my family, it'd be quite easy, because I don't like any of them, but... you'd be like, this is Uncle Imzaman. That can be Sabrina. Like, how'd you do that? Like, this is my least favourite teddy, so that can be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Who is Uncle Imzaman?
Uncle Imzaman was on EastEnders.
Oh, I thought it was Dev's uncle.
No, it was Zainab's. No, that's someone else.
For fuck's sake.
He was Zainab's uncle or something. I don't know.
Oh, he was a right rotter.
Oh, he was.
So then Rochelle walked up. She's like, "Hey, why are you talking all this smack about us?" And she said, "Are you just doing it for TV?" And Adele goes, "Yeah, it's just for TV."
Which is a good answer.
And then Sabrina's in the deck chair outside, and she said, "You want good TV? I'll give you good TV." I thought, fucking hell, please do start, because we've not seen any so far.
She said it and then did nothing whatsoever that we saw. So where was the good TV?
You want a good podcast? Give us a fucking decent show to talk about. There you go. Well. It was quite good when she said that, though. And then the countdown came up, and John said, Is
this the 20 million?
Yeah, and John said, "I have no idea what is happening with these numbers. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Everyone feels the same. Now, it was, 2 million for Marsha, right? Mm. So 20 million, you think that would be like get a new host or replace all the contestants? Something really good.
Start from scratch.
20 million what? No one told us.
You said disgruntled viewers who've stopped watching Big Brother Canada.
It's a possibility. Mm. It is a possibility. It could be 20 million.
I think it was to get Emmett.
Could be 20 million, get the HOH look bits of furniture sold.
I doubt it. Oh, look at the chair. Oh, isn't it wonderful?
Ooh,
oh,
so comfy.
Oh, lovely colour.
I've sat in some chairs in my time, but this one, lovely. How much? $400? Oh, I'll have 6, please.
And then they showed this clips package, which was of Nedda going, "Oh, John is like my big brother," and then they cut to a shot of him like spanking her on the arse, which I thought was quite funny. So next they had the Stampede. Oh no, they didn't call it that, but that works better. Stampede veto. And now Peter Brown come out wearing
Power of Stampedo.
Yeah, that works quite well.
That sounds a bit too much like pedo, though.
Oh dear. So Peter Brown come out like dressed. What was he wearing?
He was dressed like Emmett.
He was wearing like crazy, like...
He was like a cartoon farmer, like Elmer Fudd or something. Well, he's not a farmer.
He looked awful.
Yeah.
And then they're all going, "Oh, I fancy Peter. Peter's cute." No, he isn't. Sorry. Anyway, why is Peter on the sideshow? Peter gets to come back and host. What about Alec, eh?
Forget about Alec. But
I have already.
I don't really, personally, I mean, I know in the UK it's been done to death. I don't really agree with the outside people, especially ex-housemates or the host or whatever, coming into the house and like doing stuff.
I don't mind that.
Oh, I don't like it.
Why? It makes no difference anyway. Oh. It doesn't really affect anything either way. So
I suppose maybe because he shouts so much that they knew that they'd all be able to hear.
Yeah, that's true. So who was this postcard from? It said, "At least I'm back with Molly now."
Oh, was it Andrew?
No, it was actually Kenny.
Oh, Kenny.
Yeah, but we thought Andrew because he loves a bit of Molly.
Well, we don't know what drugs he likes, but we know he likes most.
You could only roll drugs around in, coke or MDMA or whatever thing comes in a powder.
Methadone. Oof. Heroin.
Does that come in a powder?
Yeah, well, probably. Yeah, so he's back with Molly.
Aww.
Now, I mean, surely you want to see your friends and family first, and then maybe have a dabble with a bit of MDMA afterwards. But obviously not.
Tricky's in a club right now, all sweaty, going yeah, with his vest off.
Could do. Still, he loved that Molly.
So Nedda won the power of veto. And then she got her strategy session with Emmett and Gillian. Now,
well, hang on. They said Emmett and Gillian. I only heard Emmett talking.
Which is ironic, as Gillian won.
Exactly. I'd be like, Gillian, come on, sort me out.
Yeah, it's like, Emmett, you were like third. You weren't even second.
Yeah. I mean, really, all Gillian could say is make sure you got Topaz on the jury.
Yeah, exactly. So Emmett comes in drinking a glass of milk.
Oh, now that milk looked very thick and creamy. It was full fat. When he poured it from the jug, I noticed it was leaving a residue on the side. Personally, I like it semi-skimmed. I think, is it 1% or whatever? I don't know. But
no.
That full fat milk, to drink.
When they made him drink all that milk for that task, was that full fat or not? Do you remember?
I think it was. I think it was like Gold Top or something like that.
So basically, the long and short of their strategy advice was, be nice to people in your goodbye messages. like, that's just common sense. That's not a strategy.
No, but she did a really...
She was being a bitch.
They must have been watching it because she done a really shitty...
Yeah, to Ali.
Yeah, she did a really shitty, like, eviction.
Mm-hmm.
So they must have been watching it.
Yeah, I say so. And then... Yeah, and it was running that thing. It was annoying. And then the Easter... There's more on Emmett and Gillian in the sideshow. We'll get to that. Then the Easter Bunny come in, which you said is...
Bit cheap budget,
You said that's against some religions because some people don't celebrate Easter, do they?
Jews and Muslims.
Who's Neda's Jewish. And... Yeah, Neda's...
Is she?
Yeah, she said I don't even celebrate Easter because she got put on slot because of that thing.
Happy Hanukkah.
She never done a Easter egg hunt. That's why she's crap at it. That's a fix, if anything. Yeah, that Easter egg was creepy. It was horrible. Oh yeah, and then this is a bit random, but maybe some of you will know what we're talking about. Adele got called. Adele got woken up.
Oh God!
I've never seen someone jump.
Was this on the feeds or?
No, this was on the actual show, but I can't remember what it was.
It was for a task or something, wasn't it? Like Ted comes on the tannoy and says, "Would Adele blah blah blah?"
He got woken up. I've never seen anyone jump out of bed so sprightly and ready to go in the morning. You're not like that in the morning.
I would only get out of bed that fast if the house was on fire. Yeah,
and then you wouldn't be smiling so wide.
No.
Tricky gets out like that every morning. That was weird.
I don't know, but he has to do morning prayers, so maybe that's why he's so adept at like just leaping out of bed.
That's true. And then Neda did not use the power of veto.
She chose not. She didn't even do a flim flam like I choose not to use it on so and so or so and so.
So we're on to the eviction episode now.
Oh yeah.
Adele's strategy is to piss off jury members so that everyone will take him to the end. What do you think of that as a strategy?
It gives me... I'm getting a hint of Paul in that statement. It's the sort of nonsense that he would come out with. But as strategies go, to be honest, in the situation he's in...
It's a strategy, isn't it?
It is a strategy. And for him, well, I mean, any port in a storm, really, isn't it? But, you know, whatever. It's a strategy and he's got one. He's not had one so far, so good luck to him.
On the live feed, I saw them talking about how they needed a hand signal for sloppy seconds, and Adele made the international sign for wanking yourself off, but like crotch height.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and all the girls went, ugh, and just did not agree with that as a hand signal. It's not going to work on the main show.
I heard Adele say the word motherfucker earlier, and something else he said rude, I forget what it was. But, not that I expect, you know, some like kind of moral high ground from him, but it's a rude little thing, isn't he?
Should we talk about the tampon thing briefly? This is ancient.
Tampon gate.
It's an ancient thing off live feed, but someone sent it to us, so thank you, because we only just watched it because we were being a bit slow, basically.
Yeah, we'll tweet you back.
It was good. You were right. It was good. So basically...
But they sent us the clip and it was like 2 hours long.
It was too long.
And I thought,
no, it wasn't. I think it was like 30 minutes.
It was long enough.
But anyway, I saw the whole thing now. So basically, Neda decides to like paint some tampons with nail varnish, red nail varnish, and put them in John's bed. And when he actually looked, he fucking went proper mad. Like, he was proper livid. He thought it was actual real tampons in his bed.
Look mad. He looked more sort of just mortified.
I know. He was just like horror. He just like walked out the room like they'd like killed his mum or something.
Do you think he thought it was real?
Yeah, 100% he thought it was real. Because he was like, I'm going to have to change my sheets now. And they were laughing at him. And then they're like, smell it. And he's like, I'm not smelling it. And then they're like, it's nail polish. And he was like, oh. And then he twigged. And then he was like, looking at that applicator, he goes, what's this? And they're like, it's an applicator. And he's like, you girls are fucked up. Like, how could you be that clueless about the ways of the world? But you said they fluffed them up to make it look like it actually bit in someone.
Yeah, because, well...
But that paint weren't the right... that nail paint weren't the right colour. It was
what
like
do you want
pink.
them to do? Use an actual... Come on.
Would you get
Come on, who's on the blob? Come on, someone help us out here.
Would you get evicted? Would you get thrown out for putting a real used tampon in someoing's bed? Disgust.
That is a good question.
Yeah.
But
I think it's a health and safety issue, isn't it?
There was this cunt on our show the other year who pissed the bed. And
there was someone else who put shit in the freezer.
Yeah, but they covered that up.
Oh, someone else who pissed in the bin. We've had all these conversations before.
But yeah, a tampon.
A used tampon in someone's bed.
Right, here we go. In the bed, you probably get like a warning. If you
Nah.
threw it at someone or put it in their food, they might kick you out.
Nah,
or they'd probably put you on the slot for at least a week.
I think you get kicked out. A used tampon in someone's bed is disgusting. That's like shitting in someone's bed.
It depends who you did it to. It depends who you did it to.
But Rochelle peed in the hot tub. That's not that
What
bad.
if? How about here's a workaround. Yeah, you get evicted, you come out and you throw it at Arissa, or wait till you get on a sideshow. If you get on, who knows? And throw it at Peter Brown when he starts being rude.
Yeah, I'll sign up to that.
And there you go. Where's your fucking shield now, you cunt?
So that was a good prank, but John's reaction made it best because he was so mortified by it. He obviously don't have sex with his girlfriend.
Maybe he's got a phobia of, you know.
I know some guys are funny about things like that, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, those guys who won't go down on you and stuff like that.
What? Just when you're on the...
No, just in general. It's like, cause some guys are squeamish just about lady bits in general, aren't they?
They're just like... squeamish.
They are. Believe me, I've had my fair share. Anyway, there's slightly too much information.
Well, what's the point? I won't say it.
It's like young guys, you know, they don't know about these things. Anyway, so Neda was sort of pontificating, will she take John to the end? We still think she might not. Oh yeah,
she's selling a good case to say she's not, and they're editing the show that way. But I don't know. I think maybe
we need to say here we've not seen all the episodes because otherwise we might be talking shit because they might have already gone.
We're about a month
behind.
Hold on.
No, we were only up to Sunday night's HOH and John's. Was it John's nomination? Yeah, when John nominated in the baby seat.
All I remember is the nappy.
Yeah, we've not seen Wednesdays or Thursdays, but we thought we'd better do it now, otherwise it's going to get ridiculously long. So we might be talking about shit that don't even matter. But then, what's new?
Some people might argue that's been the case all along. So,
but you know, bear with us. We're only up to there. We wanted to get this out to you as ASAP.
To the remaining 20 million of you still listening, then you know, here it is.
So then, we got a little glimpse inside the jury house of Arlie's arsehole. Did you enjoy that?
What, the actual hole?
No, he was just like looking out into the lake, like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, that jury house did look quite nice.
It's cold there.
It's Canada.
I know.
What do you expect?
On the American one though, they're all like by the pool. It looks nice.
I think they ship them down to like Honolulu or something.
Isn't that in Hawaii?
Maybe.
And then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard. I'll just tell you about this thing on the live feed that I heard Arlie say. Yeah, because I've been watching old live feeds. Yeah, because we're just behind basically. We're behind. Deal with it.
Lindsay's always watching old live feeds. Like when we're watching BBUSA, like I'll come home and I'm like, why is Enzo on the TV? He went like 8 years ago.
Because it's the meow meow. No, that's an extreme example. But I'm about 2 or 3 weeks behind on the After Dark. But anyway, Arlie had this wonderful magical story to tell. He said to the others, have you ever heard of this thing called, it was either golden breadcrumbs or chicken drumstick? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I've never heard of it.
Something like
Sounds
that.
good.
Chicken breadcrumbs or something chicken and breadcrumbs, basically. And he said, it's so childish. He said it's when you're having sex with a girl on the beach and you take out your willy and you put it in the sand and then you put it back in. And literally, all the girls just like walked off, like just shaking their head in disgust.
That actually is AFTF.
What's that?
A fetish too far. Surely no one would request or...
No, it's just a made-up thing. It's like a thing a schoolboy would say, isn't it?
You know what? Someone that's prepared to cut their hair that way, nothing would surprise me.
I bet Arlie's never had sex fucking full stop, let alone on a beach, do you know what I mean? Oh. It's just something like a 12-year-old would say, and I just thought, do you know what? That anecdote just sums him up. It just sums up his whole character as far as I'm concerned. Anyway...
But that said, the minute they kicked him out, everyone was like, shit, I wish I kept Arlie.
I know, they should have, but too late. So...
What's that expression about stand up?
Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah. What a gross thing to say. So then John got his order of stuff which he won off the Easter Bunny, which was... He wrote things on a chalkboard. It was 26 ounces of whiskey. How much is that in normal figures?
We don't know. We should have looked it up. Should have done the research.
How big the bottle was.
Should be like a bottle of whiskey.
Like a lot.
Like just a normal bottle of whiskey.
26 ounces.
They do I was going to say America. In North America.
Yeah.
I think they do a 40 ounce can of beer, and it's a big thing. It's bigger than a pint. So that would be like
a can? that's bigger than a pint.
Yeah, it's massive.
Right.
But I could be wrong. Or maybe it's like a bottle, like a big bottle, like a kind of a Sprite
it's
bottle.
So 26 ounces, isn't it?
So like maybe a half bottle of whiskey or 3/4. Fuck knows. I don't know.
And he asked for a pizza with half meat, half veggie, which is quite nice for who was it for? Adele. Is he a veggie? Oh no, half.
No pork, he said.
Yeah, half,
no pork.
Yeah, half not haram. And then they got Mackie D's, but didn't have the packet on, did it?
Was it Mackie D's?
Yeah, I could spot Mackie D's.
No, but it could be.
No, they just didn't have the packet because
it could be Nanny McD's or Fanny McD's.
Can you remember what else was on his list? I can't remember.
No,
he wrote some good things down.
We read. Was it five things?
It was good. I liked his things that he wrote down, but I've forgotten all. And then there was a good row between Adele and Sabrina here, but my notes got messed up. But when Adele said, "Are you counting me and you in that?" It was good, but I can't remember what it's about now, so it's fucked.
Well,
forget it. And then oh yeah.
This is the
This is the
and
I've done quite well so far.
Yeah.
So then Rochelle got chucked out. She got a stool. So we knew that she'd never get
Wouldn't
to
be on the side
see
show.
Peter Brown again. Oh, boo-hoo, what a lovely couple of arseholes they'd make.
What is it? Why does some get interviewed on there and some not on the side show? Or how do they decide that?
Why is it different every week? Like, I just want it the same every week. No one wants something different every week. No one likes change.
I know. It depends on if they've got a special guest.
Oh, yeah.
Air quotes don't work on a podcast, do they?
Air quotes don't work.
They had Emmett and Gillian on the thing before they had some other celebrity. I forget who it was, probably Paul. So maybe if they've got someone else, I remember it was that fat guy that didn't get in from the war room, that idiot Scott or something. So maybe if they've got someone else, you don't get to go on the sideshow. But if they got no one else, then
but even so, that's not acceptable as a viewer.
I know it should be the same.
Consistency.
It should be the same thing every week.
We know Arissa's going to be dressed like crap every week.
We know Peter Brown's going to be highly offensive.
We know what to expect. We're used to it.
We know Gary's going to be flamboyant as well. Gary's been quite funny on that show.
Yeah, he's really funny. I liked it.
He's not very good when they're sitting down
doing
but
discussion.
on
the clips, I like that clips bit they do. I think that's really funny. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get onto that in a minute. So the endurance comp started. And it was some rope shit. You've been naughty. I don't know whatever it's called, on the ropes or something.
I don't think that was endurance. That was like a race. You're just thinking it's endurance because they split it over 2 shows to mug you off like they always do.
Takes a while though, doesn't it?
What, an hour?
I don't know.
That's not endurance. Come on, no one bailed, did they?
No. And it's basically the same as one which Brendan did, and Rachel went, "Come on, Brendan." We've seen it all before.
No, it's Brendan. Yeah, Rachel couldn't play.
Yeah, and she was cheering Brendan on, and he fucked it up bad, I think.
Yeah, he got proper stuff. Who won that? I can't remember now.
Knows. If you do that, I'd be worried. So we're on to the sideshow now. So, Peter,
I've completely forgotten that sideshow.
I'm going to just do it very briefly. Peter was going on about Rochelle and how wonderful she was, blah, blah. She's gross, but anyway. Gary was come as his straight alter ego. I like Gary's straight alter ego.
What's the name of that? What's the name of that thing again?
That thing?
Yeah.
What? His straight alter ego?
Yeah.
I don't know, like
Barry.
I was going to say Barry as well. It can't be. And then they showed a clip of Emmett's best bits, which I wrote down as they were saying oot instead of out, drinking milk and being penciled in for a wedding by Gillian. I'm obsessed with that.
Well, they're still together, and didn't they show a stint on Big Brother Africa?
Yes. So Emmett goes, the cast is a little bit more nasty this year, which I thought was a height of understatement. They're complete cunts.
What? Hang on, he said that about the Africans?
No, he said that on the sideshow about we're not onto that bit yet. About the cast, season 2 cast, which I thought was quite brave of him.
He could have said worse, to be fair.
Yeah. Poor Gary having to sit opposite Emmett after they stole his money. And then... then they showed Emmett in the Big Brother Africa house, which I really enjoyed. I thought that was interesting, did you?
Well...
I like seeing that Big Brother Africa house.
If you're going to send a white person to Africa, why not pick the whitest one available?
He's almost translucent. They must have been like, who is this fucking guy? It looks like a ghost.
They should have sent John in. That would give him a shock.
Yeah, he is quite pale as well. Do you think they had decent milk over there? Like his sort?
I don't know. I think, as long as he got decent heroin, he'll be alright.
No, Emmett, not Figgy. Anyway, so Emmett said he was a self-proclaimed Dan Giesling. He was like strategizing over there or something. And the way
did he say that?
So he said, I can't fucking remember, but I've written that down.
All right.
He didn't even like Dan Giesling when Dan Giesling went in last year, did he? He was all huffy about it. And the way they evicted Emmett from Big Brother Africa was they did that freeze task, which we've seen a zillion times, and they just booted him, which I thought was quite good. Saves saying goodbye, doesn't it?
I hope he got an electric shock on the way out.
So that brings us on to the most recent one we've seen, which is.
Hang on, can I just say about this thing where have we done about when Emmett and Gillian going in for the strategy session with who I've forgotten.
Nedda.
Yeah, with Nedda. And she seems to take on board like everything that they said to her.
Yeah.
She seems to like use it even in the game. Like she actually took their advice on and used it. When they sent in Dan Giesling last year...
Oh, they all ignored him.
No one paid a blind bit of notice to anything he said, especially Andrew, who was being a right cunt.
Yeah, Gary did listen to him a bit, but he said to Gillian, are you playing for second place? Which was a good point. She almost was. Not to Emmett. So
who would you rather have a strategy session with? Emmett or Dan Giesling or... I can't think of anyone. Alec.
Dan Giesling.
Exactly. He's the master.
It's not even a question. So then we cut back to the old ropes task. Do you remember the time when we were on the ropes and this happened? Oh, please spare me.
So what happened with the ropes? I think
John won.
Things are about to get a bit
naughty. Now, we were thinking they could fix that task, couldn't they? By giving someone loads more knots than the others. And in fact, John won it is suspicious, in my opinion.
Oh, you think John's got Ted on his side?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
And then him and Adele are like sitting fucking smoking cigars on the deck like they're King Dingling. Like, come on now. Meanwhile,
come.
Nedda's strategy was to drink pickle juice in front of Sabrina and make out their mates.
You saying that's a strategy?
She said it was in the diary room. She said, "I'm trying to befriend Sabrina."
For a task, I could drink that, but for pleasure, come. I couldn't do that.
So then John got a letter from his girlfriend, and we thought it should have contained the coded message. I think you need rethink your strategy.
Now, see, you were saying that you reckon his girlfriend is going to be pissed off about his relationship with Nedda, whatever.
Yes.
You still stand by that statement?
Yes.
I think personally,
she's putting a brave face on.
No, I don't think so. I think I wouldn't mind it personally. I think
you wouldn't mind me sitting on someone's lap and getting spanked by them.
Not the way they are now. At the beginning, beginning of the show, it seemed like he fancied her, and she was kind of like giving him a bit of false hope. But now it doesn't seem like that. They just seem like really good friends.
I agree, but even just their closeness is a bit frightening, I think, when you're not there and so you see your partner get so close to someone else, even if it's not physical, just that intimacy between them. I would be a bit frightened by that.
Yeah, but still I think that there's nothing to worry about.
No, I don't either, but I'd still be a little bit huffy about it, but I'd smile and be like, oh, can't wait to meet Nedda.
Oh, would you come to the finale?
Yeah, of course I would, because he's not actually done anything. It's not like Tully, for example, on Big Brother Australia.
What about on?
She crossed the line bad.
What about on? Yeah, she went from lesbian to straight in about half hour. But
so would I if I was lesbian or saw Drew.
Do you remember on our one? This is a bit obscure, but on our one when Siavash was getting off with that girl who they then put Ivan Stout, her boyfriend, in, but that's a long story. And
Wasn't
then
it Jake? Oh,
but she dumped him from outside the house, but they got back together, didn't they? But she didn't come to the final or what have you.
What was he saying in the bathroom?
Block.
Come to daddy or no?
Ivan Stout. Yeah. No, he was. I can't do it. He was doing a dance that basically.
It was like come to daddy or something.
He was doing a dance that basically looked like he was having sexual intercourse with like
James
an
doing
imaginary
hand motion,
imaginary person, like
like a twerking
like
sort of.
he was.
That's not working on the podcast.
He was like riding something, and then someone just random just walked in.
Yeah, and he was like, oh hello. Anyway, that's well off of
and they were like, "You're right, yeah, no problem, yeah, just fucking this mirror."
Now, does anyone know what hundo is? Because we don't.
Well, I do know what Longo is.
Oh yeah, Luongo. Someone told us
Is it
that.
Luongo?
Hockey player, was it?
He got traded, whatever. I don't
yeah.
know. So hundo, but he said
What's
something
hundo?
about, he said something about 100.
No, he was just punning on it.
Oh, puns.
Then they were
the weakest form of humour.
Oh, I love puns. And then they were given these horrid onesies to wear. Look gross.
Oh yeah, now they've got Big Brother Canada stamped on their arse. Obviously, they got to be selling it. How much?
We can't look because we're going to spoilerise ourselves.
I went to look and Lindsay's like, "Oh no, you're going to spoilerise yourself." So
someone tell us how much they are, but we don't want one. So do we care? No.
I wouldn't mind one.
What? A onesie?
And I was thinking about that HOH show was pretty nice this week, you know.
So anyway, in the meantime, John the cogs are turning in his head and he's starting to think of getting rid of Heather instead of Adele. Now, Neda is doing reverse psychology on him, making him think it's all his idea, but actually she wants to get rid of Heather too.
Right.
And then, whilst all this is going on, a stork come in and brought in some lovely babies.
Right, okay.
Now, we've seen this task before. Is it on Big Brother UK? It was, but
yes, it was.
ago,
a long time ago.
Yeah.
Was it the crack baby?
Excuse me?
You can get you can get an electronic crack baby that... it's like a crack baby.
Was that the one that was at the window when they were getting pranked in the night?
It cries. It cries even more than John's baby.
What's that meant to make you do? Stop smoking crack or
No,
something?
I don't know. It teaches you how to be a crack addict and be a mother at the same time. No, but it has a really horrible cry, like a high pitched cry.
Why would you want it though? What's the point in it?
I don't know. I just saw it on the news or something about like 20 years ago, and it just came into my head. That's why I'm saying it.
Now, I like Neda's reaction to having to look after... They weren't real babies, by the way, just dollies. So I like Neda's reaction of having to look after a baby. She just kind of like held it upside down and like pulled her face like it was like a bag of shit, basically. And then she went, I was born without the maternal instinct, which I quite enjoyed hearing a woman say that on TV. You don't hear that very often.
No, I did like her reaction to that.
Yeah, it was good.
And also, Adele seemed pretty pissed off when he found out he had a daughter.
Because he'd called it Mohammed.
Oh,
yeah.
Is there not a female?
Mrs. Mohammed. Yeah, put with a bow in her hair.
No, Burqa, you mean?
Oh, James!
What?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
All right, niqab, sorry.
Fucking hell. It's like one of our old podcasts where we'd say loads of offensive things accidentally.
Yeah, sorry. We'll pick a new minority group next week.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. And then John basically lost the task and he had to wear a romper suit.
Now, obviously, we'd just seen that last year with Jeremy on BBUSA. Jeremy, who it turned out was actually the rightful winner of BBUSA last year, the only likeable person out of the entire...
I wouldn't go that far.
Remember when we first saw Jeremy, we thought, this guy's a prick. And then afterwards, we were like, fucking hell, man.
No,
he was good.
He was still a prick.
Basically, who was David.
Oh, David.
And Jeremy. They were the rightful winners, if you ask me. God. But anyway, he wore that nappy and had a better outfit than definitely John did, for sure.
Yeah, John looked like he'd shit his nappy.
It's possible, and I've noticed with John as well, the bags under his eyes are starting to reappear. Now, how are they getting heroin into the house?
But the crack baby smuggled inside it.
Could be. It's the ultimate. It's the ultimate cover, isn't it?
Now, Heather started twitching a bit, thinking she was going to go up, and Neda was saying, no, you're good, but you thought Neda looked like she was lying.
She proper looked like she was lying.
She was twitching a bit. So then they had this, like, phony power cut, and over the tannoy it said, Ica, put on your microphone, which shit them all up. Then there's a creepy child appeared in the window. That was quite good, though. It was quite scary. You would be scared if you were in there. Oh, no, they've done it on Big Brother US. Can we think of some original ideas, please?
No.
No.
There are no original ideas
Let's just
left.
steal them. So then John put Heather and Sabrina up. I was quite surprised because I thought he was going to put Sabrina and Adela and use Heather for the back door.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there either.
Heather was crying. She looked really upset.
Strategy, isn't it?
And he didn't. But why didn't he even tell her that she was going up as a pawn? That's bad gameplay.
That seems weird to me. I think maybe that was a case of like funny editing or something.
No, because she was in the diary going, he's put me up, and he hasn't even told me. Why would he do that?
But they say any old thing for a pound note in that show, and you know the whole thing. I don't mean to moan, but the whole thing is so like rigged, and like the way it's cut, it's like it's like I don't really believe what's going on half the
That's
time.
editing.
I know, but it's over edited. It's over storylined. That's what I don't like.
I think it's finished next week.
Serious? Is that the end?
It seems so. Well, the series seems short, but it's been long.
Is it the same as BBUS saying that the last final task will be endurance?
Yeah.
So the sensible thing to do is to get out the person that's best at endurance, right?
Which is who, Neda?
I think it's Neda, and
Or
also,
Heather.
I put my it's normal. It depends on what kind of endurance, but the lighter people have got the best chance.
But
at endurance.
do you remember last year the endurance challenge was like they're in like a crime scene, and I had to hold something on their head. I can't remember if it was a bucket or something, but they needed strength, and that's why Emmett was good at it, and Gillian was no good at it because you needed to be strong to hold this
balance.
Yeah, balance or something.
I've seen something very similar on Survivor,
and that's why. They thought it was going to be just traditional endurance, hanging on to something, but actually it wasn't, and the guys got it because of that. So you never know.
Trixie.
They can't afford those proper endurance competitions on Big Brother Canada.
They ain't got OTEV either.
Just make you stand on a block of ice. That'll do. What can we use that's just like lying around the office? Oh, that'll do.
Got some post-it notes.
Yeah.
Stick as many post-it notes on their wall as you can in 2 hours.
Ding, 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 ding. And that's about that. So we'll try and do another one before the end, won't we?
Yeah, so
let's not make any promises.
What are we saying?
About what?
About the whole thing.
Awful.
Shit.
The worst whoever cast it this year should be shot. Dreadful. Compared to last year when there was all these colourful characters, fun people, like caricatures almost. This year, wall-to-wall arseholes. The only decent people got evicted immediately. Like Ica, Kyle, Paul.
But that's always the way with that format of BBUSA. Well, I know they've got the same format near enough as BBUSA. The good people that you like always go first. That's the trouble with that show, isn't it?
The good people are going to win this.
That's the trouble. What I don't like, I think to be honest, it's been good. It's been watchable. It's not been as good as last year.
It's been good. You're always griping about it.
No, but the thing is, it's their second season, so they should be improving it.
Yeah.
I know they're tweaking it with this like interactive thing, and like Canada's got a vote and blah blah blah. But that's what's pissing me off. That's what I don't like. If you're going to switch the format, just switch the whole thing and do it like our show. Do a public vote or what have you.
Yeah.
Don't fucking give me half of one thing and half of another, because it gets me pissed off.
It actually worked last year with like the secret task from Marsha, and there was a good mixture last year, but this year they've not quite got the balance right, basically.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I don't care what Canada thinks.
No, nor do I really. And also, when they evicted Andrew, it kind of was the end of the show. It ruined all the momentum.
You're missing
really.
Andrew.
Well, I've heard he's got some good Molly, so...
Do you think he's still how long do you think he rolled around in those drugs for?
Does anyone know Andrew? We need an update. Perhaps he's got like a webcam in his room and just him rolling around on the floor.
Probably. Amanda Zuckerman likes a good Google hangout, so why not? But let's tweet him and ask him.
Oh God, I can't bear to look at his face ever again.
Oh, don't say that. You'll upset him.
Oh, sorry, Andrew.
Mind you, he's probably
He's high as a kite. He don't care.
Yeah.
He'll give me a cuddle anyway. So anyway, you should follow James, Big Brother Bile, and follow me, Light Up VM on Twitter, and what else? iTunes.
What else we got to sell?
Leave us a review on iTunes, and
no one ever does.
Listen to us on Spreaker, and
go on our Facebook page. You'll be the first one to be. I think you'll be like, it's like the moon landing if you
next
go on
person
Facebook
to
now.
like our Facebook page wins a prize.
What is the prize?
Don't know. Oh, Big Brother Canada. No, we can't afford that. Just go on.
It's the HOH chair. It's the HOH chair. Actually, no, we've got an armchair that's quite like it. You can have that.
It's got a hole in it.
Winner to collect. Winner to collect. So those are the terms and conditions.
Anyway, thanks for being patient and bearing with us, and for being patient with Big Brother Canada, because it's crap this year. And our next podcast about UK and US will be much better. I'm sure they won't be full of arseholes.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.
Yeah, laters.